Hello, I'm Lugatorix and welcome to part 5 of my Armenia Let's Play campaign on Rome Total War, where, well, to be honest, things were actually going pretty well last episode until Aram, who is over here. He was once an Armenian, but he decided to be a turncoat and join the Seleucids, and that sort of caused a chain of events to not go our way. It meant we lost Hatra to the Seleucids, we lost an army, and now we kind of have to abandon the Scythia plan to try and retake Hatra. It's a bit of a tricky situation. Maybe I have rushed things very slightly. I don't really have a strong army other than the one in Palmyra, and talking of Palmyra, I said at the end of last episode, I'm probably going to go out of Palmyra and either attack I don't know how to say his name, let's just say Philadelphos, or just go towards Hatra. It's a very tricky situation. I don't want to stay in Palmyra because the majority of my army is horse archers. In fact, it's all archer cavalry, right? That's not very good inside a town wall or a village wall. Really, we need to go out of Palmyra. It's where this army decides to go that is the issue, I would say. Now, this is a full stack army, but the flag isn't looking all too strong, which suggests that it's a little bit battered. Do we abandon Palmyra to go and retake Hatra? That is the question. Here's what I think. I think we've got to. I never wanted war with Egypt anyway. It's an unfortunate situation that's arisen. I don't want to completely abandon Palmyra necessarily, but really, we're not going to be able to keep Palmyra, I don't think. But then again, when have I been a coward? Never. I'm not being a coward. We're standing outside of Palmyra. We'll leave one unit in there so they don't besiege it. We'll stand outside. If the Egyptians want to attack us, we'll let them attack us and we'll give them a good fight. I'll kind of just sort of see where it's going, when I feel like it. Otherwise, not a huge amount to do. This geezer is moving down south to try and retake Hatra. He may even face Aram on the way. And otherwise, it's just a matter of recruiting as much as we can. So I'm going to spend the little bit of money we've got, and then we'll end the turn, see what happens, see whether the Egyptians decide to attack us. If they move away, maybe we'll move towards Hatra. It's a tricky situation, but yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess. Alright, let's end this turn and see what happens. Diplomats trying to find some other factions, that's fine by me. Otherwise, what do the Egyptians do? Oh, nothing, it seems. The Seleucids are reinforcing Antioch. The Pontics are very near our territory. Go away. We don't need another faction at war with us. The only faction we've declared war on this campaign, I think... No, it's been two, actually. It's been the Parthians and the Seleucids. But we never wanted trouble with the Egyptians, Scythians, or Pontics. And yet, we are seemingly having trouble with them. Very disappointing, but there we go. Repair complete. Good. New family member... Cool. Hatra's looking pretty strong. Up here, we've got the Pontics nearby, which we're technically not at war with, so I'm certainly not attacking them. I would like to take on Aram, but I don't know what his army consists of. Oh, Aram. Oh, Aram. Your army does not look great, my friend. 3 Eastern Infantry and yourself, and I think now that you've moved over to the Seleucids, you won't actually have any missile power of yourself. I think you'll just be a unit of heavy cavalry. I don't know if we can see that. I don't think we can. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe we can. Ah, yes. Yes. Basically, a unit of light cavalry he's turned into. You were once a mighty Armenian, but you've degraded yourself to level with a Seleucid. Well, I think we can win this pretty handily. I mean, we can at least kill his Eastern Infantry. I need to kill out Aram immediately. This maybe isn't the best tactical decision ever. But wait a minute, what's this other army? That's Dionysius. What the hell's that? Oh, you're Pontic. Sorry. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, the new lad, Athias of Temesa. He's only 16 years old. He was sent to destroy the Scythians, but he's actually going to get revenge on Aram, the turncoat. Let's do this. I'm very confident we can win this. Because the Eastern Infantry stand no chance at all. It's a matter of killing Aram himself very quickly. And I think we can do that. So here we are. I want a nice simple battle to start off the day, and this will be a nice sort of warm-up for Athias of Tominas, or whatever his name is. Athias, we'll call him. Yeah, that should be a nice warm-up. And actually, imagine his first battle is killing a former general, a former compatriot, but a traitorous one at that. Beautiful, that would be lovely stuff. So, here we are. What I want is, well, basically, I want everyone, all the horse archers, really to focus on the turncoat. Aram. So let's do that. And we need to make sure he doesn't get away as well, by the way. So maybe have a few men around the side ready for if he cowardly runs. Because we know he's going to be a coward, because he's already gone over to the Seleucids. Okay, if he was a real man of Armenia, if he was a real man of our times, then he would... actually, his light cavalry is going to be quite fast. Then he wouldn't have been a damn turncoat. So, you know, that'll be interesting. We're on fire at will at the moment, but that's probably not good because it just means we're going to be firing at the Eastern Infantry. Just ignore the Eastern Infantry. You don't need to come forward, my friend. You just need to hang around. And yeah, if we could get that General's Bodyguard down, that would be good. Our General's Bodyguard in combat should be better than his. And don't think we can actually see him, but I think ours is better in hand-to-hand combat. Yeah, they're not going to be able to chase us. In fact, the Eastern Infantry will just tire themselves out if they attempt to. Yeah, he is now pursuing because he's in a bit of trouble. And he's pursuing this one unit. Like a coward, he goes for the isolated unit. Now, he might just survive here purely because of his speed, which would be very annoying if he does survive, actually. We've got to try and surround him, maybe. Get a couple of units over here and try and surround him. Not sure what they're doing. They're just chasing my general around. That's fine. Just ignore them. You can easily outrun Eastern Infantry, so do that. Do that. Oh, flipping hell. Outrun them over there. Outrun. There we go. Beautiful. Right. Where's their general? He's down to one man. He's dead. The traitor is dead. Hurrah. Okay, beautiful. Now, you guys can all go into fire at will and decimate. Actually, not decimate. That means kill 1 in 10, technically. Destroy the Eastern Infantry. We don't want to decimate them. We want to destroy them. We're not going to allow 90% of them to survive. Their cowardly general has died. Straight away. You would be alive right now, Aram. You would be alive and you'd be heading towards Hatra, probably with the help of this lot. Because, you know, Athias would have come along. Good, you've broken. Now just make sure you get these guys down. Yeah, with the help, you know, these guys could have worked together in defeating the Seleucids in Hatra. Instead, you've been cowardly. Let's just chase after them. Come on. Let's just get after them now. They're goners. They're goners. Beautiful stuff. Very, very good battle. I don't think we took a single loss, actually. We might now. Oh, no, we're not going to. They're routing. Good. You guys just focus on getting them down. They're steady, but they won't be steady for long, especially with all their friends dying downhill. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, we don't need to see any more of this. We've taken one loss. That's a shame. But yeah, pretty good stuff here. Excellent. That should be all of them down. Clear victory. I want to see this, but I can't see the notification. But Aram is dead. 385 kills to 0. You had one battle with the Seleucids, Aram, and you got 0 kills. That's a little bit embarrassing. That's why you don't be a turncoat. And hopefully that can serve as a lesson to all the other Armenian generals out there. That I will find you and I will kill you, Liam Neeson style, if you become a turncoat. Now, let's just hope the Pontics don't attack us, because that would be a little bit bad. Athias gets a sword bearer, pretty decent, and a trait increase, a confident commander. I think this guy's got good potential, because he's got that killer instinct in him, and that's what I like indeed. Right, now we need to work out what we're going to do over here with this army of Ruza. Right, now normally I don't like fighting the Egyptians on the open field, because it's just an act of futility really. Even if you win, they'll just spawn more armies out of nowhere. I discussed this actually in the video where I discussed tactics against the Egyptians. I would rather not fight this army just because they'll spawn another one in a second. I would rather go forward against Hatra. And I don't even want trouble with the Egyptians. I'm not interested in going that far south. I want to continue west against the Seleucids. So it's a little bit tricky. And actually, I think the Seleucids could be quite easy to defeat because it's mostly phalanx units. And they're going to struggle against us. Now, could we? We could take this bridge here. That could be a decent start. And then maybe bring these guys into Palmyra just to keep it safe for a while, just in case Philadelphos attacks. That's what we're going to do. Oh, but then again, the bridge actually won't help us too much because we don't have any infantry. The bridge wouldn't actually help us too much. It would help us a little bit, but not really enough to constitute it maybe. But it's heading in the right direction anyway. So I think you head onto the bridge. You guys go into Palmyra, keep it safe for the moment. That's not a big force indeed. So, and we can't, there's not enough people in the settlement. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Get that land clearance going. Oh, Palmyra, you're a terrible town. I see maybe why I shouldn't have taken you. Maybe I should just focus more on Hatra. But anyway, Okay, so that's that. Prussia, I want you over here to sort of spy on the Seleucids, maybe more in Damascus. Over here, well, you can't move for the moment. Artaxata going to keep recruiting if we can. Yeah, money is an issue, I'm not going to lie, because we can't afford to recruit horse archers in Artaxata currently. And that's not amazing. Maybe we should chill out on the cataphact archers purely because they're expensive at the moment. Although these guys are going to start heading over towards the west. So yeah, we can't do a huge amount more. We're going to have to end this turn. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how the Pontics respond to an army being near them. Although technically they're in our territory. Let's see how the Seleucids respond to me coming on the bridge. And also, do the Egyptians go for Palmyra? I think they will, because it's not very well defended. If they do, we can always come back and attack them in the open field. The Egyptians are talking to Palmyra. If they bribe it, I won't be happy. Become protectorate. What is... Do you know, I've never actually become a protectorate before on Rome Total War. I always turn it down. But doesn't that mean an automatic alliance with Egypt? I'm going to have a quick look up what a protectorate actually means on Rome Total War, because I've never looked properly. And I think I should. Right, okay. So, I think if you become a protectorate, you'll pay 50% of your income to the ruler, which would be Egypt, and I cannot afford that at all, and also I'm not doing that. So if it was literally just an alliance, but no, I can't. I think we have to pay 50% of our income to them. Although the problem is we haven't really got a lot of income at the moment, so we wouldn't even be giving them that much money for what is essentially an alliance or a non-aggression pact, which would relieve pressure in the south and allow me to focus on the Seleucids. I mean, do you know what? I'm going to experiment with this, because I really don't want war with Egypt. I've never done it before. You're probably screaming in the comments right now. But, look, if it doesn't work, we can just we can just backstab them or whatever. I'm sure there's a way of not becoming a protectorate. We'll send a diplomat over if necessary. But, yeah. Maybe we could demand some money. Oh no, let's not. Let's just do it. Screw it. We are now allies. Your acceptance is as gracious as it is wise. If we could, together... You see, they move out of Palmyra now. Which means that we don't have to worry about that. And now the Seleucids want... Okay, no. Now this is taking it too far. No, we can't become the protectorate of two factions. Or maybe we can, but I don't want to anyway. And I'm certainly not giving you Seleucia. Go away. Just go away. I'm not even responding to that. Pathetic. Pontus now want to talk. If you ask to become a you traitors. You traitorous people. Well, look, the good news is with Pontus is that they're not amazing in the early game. Scythians are coming over. We have a lot of archers, horse archers, and they're going to struggle to deal with that. I think Pontus are going to be a lot easier to deal with than Scythia, for example. So I'm not, too upset with that. We will see. So do we lose our income then? Do we lose some income? Does it say here? I'm not sure. But look, if the economy is suffering too badly, then we'll just cease to become protectorate or the protectorate of Egypt. But I think in this situation it could work out well. So Pontus and Armenia are at war, Armenia and Egypt allies, and we've given up our sovereignty, blah blah blah, but we can just take it back anytime. Maybe that will hurt our morale. That would make sense if it did, but who knows. But look, the path to Hatra is looking pretty clean, but I'm first of all focusing on the the Pontics actually, who've attacked Artaxata with Captain Polemo. Doesn't look like an amazing army. I'm actually going to sally forth quickly just to have a quick look at them, although I'm not going to actually attack quite yet. I mean, the Eastern Infantry are trash. Pontic Heavy Cavalry is decent. Good morale, yeah. And these guys are going to be a little bit annoying, but nothing too amazing. Okay, so don't do that. So we do have this army here that could get over to Artaxata to help. We also have... We have Dionysius around here, but I don't particularly want to have beef with him at the moment. Really, Athias probably needs to get to Artaxata as quickly as he can. Unfortunately, he can't get over there this turn. Meaning if Polemo attacks, we're screwed. You just try and get to Artaxata as quickly as you can. Captain Ara, get over to Artaxata as quickly as you can. Let's move on to Hatra. Now there is this decent sized army of Captain Seleucus over here. I think we just need to ignore them and go for Hatra. These stupid rebels are getting in the way now. With one unit, okay, I think we can deal with that. So yeah, I think we just need to march towards Hatra. and try and retake that, because we've got less pressure over here now. And hopefully the Egyptians can do a job on the Seleucids, maybe taking out Antioch. That would be quite useful if they did that. So first of all, let's attack this guy who's getting in the way. He's going to back off. That's fine. And then we go for Hatra. Damn it! Why do I always do this? Ah, I should have attacked with the cavalry first. Is this one unit of Eastern Infantry that screwed me over? And now we're in the zone of control and can't attack. I hate this so much. This mechanic is so stupid. There's not a lot more we can do this turn. It's a little bit frustrating about the Hatra situation, but we'll ignore that. There is a fort over there, so we really do need as much men over in Hatra as we can, as quickly as we can. Alright, yeah, let's just end the turn. Let's just end the turn. My patience is wearing thin. Egypt better not attack us. The Seleucids don't do anything either. Neither do the Pontics, which is good. That was a mistake by them because we can get reinforcements in time. But now the... Well, leave us alone. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. Go away. Oh my... What a mess. What a mess. What an absolute mess. I mean, to be fair, I don't know what you're doing. But what a mess it is over here. Captain Partitua. I mean, I'm not really sure what you're doing, mate. But I'm going to ignore you for now. Just go away for a minute, okay? I need to think for a minute. I don't want to attack you. My focus is on the Scythians. Now, where did... We have this army here. Where did Athias go, though? Right, he's over there. I couldn't see him behind. Right. So the Scythians are standing in the way. This is an absolute mess. An absolute mess over here. Honestly, an absolute mess. Diplomacy-wise, Britannia and Dacia are allies, Macedon and Dacia, blah, blah, blah. We don't care about them. Okay, right, I don't want to screw up the movement point, so let's get this right. Do you know what the thing I hate most about Rome Total War? Is that you can't rotate the camera. Who thought that was a good idea? Because in these situations, it's such a mess. The goddamn Scythians are in the way. You're so annoying. You're so annoying, Zailas. Right, screw it. Let's just have a look at Hatra first. This is a complete mess. Right, you need to besiege Hatra. So do that and start building a ram. Good. You need to come over and help out Ruza. Good stuff. So that's a solid army. We also need to have you coming over, although I don't think you want to quite get there in time, but just start making your way over there. Yeah, okay, now I need to deal with this situation. I can't put it off for any longer. So, you attack Captain Polemo, and then you join Athias. And then you attack Captain Polemo. And there we go. Okay, Athias Temesa with a bunch of horse archers. Captain Belnarari, which is a couple of Eastern Infantry and a horse archer, against Captain Polemo out here. Oh man, I've got a headache from dealing with all this crazy stuff. Let's see how we do. It's a bunch of Eastern Infantry, so we should be able to defeat them. That unit will be a bit tricky. These units will be a bit tricky. But we should overall have the advantage. We have the range advantage over them. Let's see if we can use it to our advantage. And we're going to have to get in Artasata, quickly retrain, and pray the Scythians don't attack too quickly. Although they probably will, because they're Scythians. Let's see how it goes. Right, here we are. Start the deployment. Now, the second army I'm not too bothered about. It's the first army is going to be the one doing the damage. You get more in the middle for morale. But yeah, start the battle. Really, I'm going to leave the Eastern Infantry to just do their thing. You guys need to just get forward and start firing. We're going to treat this as if we're playing the Scythia. If you remember my Scythia campaign, then you'll remember this was literally the Scythia campaign. It was just marching forward and firing at people. And just spamming horse archers. It was a great campaign. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot easier than this one. Scythia has, in my opinion, actually an easier starting position. Although it's less profitable, you would never get a situation like this with Scythia, where you're being attacked by like 4 factions so early on. But the Middle East, because there's a high density of different factions, it can really be troublesome. So let's just get rid of this light cavalry. The unit I most want to focus on is the Pontic heavy cavalry, to be honest. But if we could just get rid of these annoying people, I'll be happy to do that as well. Yeah, they're already at steady. Let's just focus on the Pontic heavy cavalry if you can. You are going to be pursued by Pontic light cavalry, so just try and join your friends over here if you wouldn't mind. Yeah, you're going to ignore my orders because you're on skirmish mode, because skirmish mode is the bane of my existence. So just try and avoid them. Come on, you slow bastards. Come on, there we go. There we go. Join your friends over there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right, how's it going so far? We've killed 6% of them, they've killed 0% of us. Please, get off fire at will, and focus on their heavy cavalry. But yeah, this is a matter of skirmishing back and forth as if we were Scythians, which is kind of what we're doing at the moment. I didn't really plan to use as many horse archers in this campaign, but the infantry that the Armenians have at the beginning of the game isn't very good. Now later on you can actually get like Armenian legionaries and stuff, and they're not too bad. Now if we do run out of arrows, we can just withdraw and attack them next turn, hopefully, right? Hopefully we could withdraw back to the city. That would be the most useful thing, because once we run out of arrows, these guys are mostly useless unless... You see, what are you doing? See, why did you just stand there, mate? What? Yeah. Get back. Oh, you stupid. Yeah, that's a good time to just get your horse to stop moving. You absolute moron. Honestly, this is why I don't care sometimes that people in Rome Total War die, because it's just their own fault. It's just simply their own fault, isn't it? The general... Oh, okay, we've got their captain down, so that's good. That was the main target. We got him down. General start joining the other lads. I might have to take you guys off skirmish mode in a minute if you get too close to the edge of the map, though. But yeah, taking down that captain will be big because, yeah, you start to get things like that happen, which is that they start to break. So good stuff. Their morale will go down. They're all wavering now. I think even if we did run out of ammo, we could probably just chase them down the hill, in all honesty. Yeah, if we take a lot of casualties, then the fight back against the Scythians won't be too easy. You don't charge in. My bad. That was my fault. Yeah. Because the Scythians are likely going to attack. Okay, so now you chase after them. No, come over here. Run over there. That's it. And then chase after them. Beautiful. You focus on you. I mean, I think they're pretty much retreating now. I'm going to focus on the mop-up duties now. We have pretty much won this. But yeah, I'm just going to focus on hunting them down because their morale is so bad. And that's what happened. The captain died and everything went to hell for them, which is beautiful. And that's why I focused so much on the heavy cavalry first, the captain's unit, because it was so important they went down. And we did a good job, I have to say. And this is the first fight the Pontics had against us. And it's not gone very well for them. That's why you shouldn't have attacked us. That's why you should have got an alliance with us, probably. But there we go. Hopefully they learnt their lesson, although they probably won't. The AI hasn't got very good memory. And another good victory for the 16-year-old, Athias. A good job. He's starting to become one of my favourite generals. Because he, with not a lot of force, is dealing with a few factions. Notably the Scythians, the Seleucids, and the Pontics up in the north. He's doing a good job on his own. He's the only general around here. He's actually hugely important. So 825 kills to 8. Beautiful stuff. Very, very happy with that. We've set ourselves up well to fight the Scythians. Alright, well, if I'm being honest, I need to end this episode pretty quickly now. So I think I'm going to end the turn one more time. We'll see what happens. And we'll set it up quite nicely, hopefully, for next episode. But yeah, plenty is going on, so don't worry about that. The Seleucids attack this small force outside of... Ah, yes. Okay, this is interesting, actually. This is interesting. So we have Captain Athias against Captain Seleucus. Well, I think we can fight this. The thing is, we're wildly outnumbered, but the banter power is pretty even. The reason is, we've got 2 horse archers that can hit the Seleucids for as long as we want, and they have no chance of getting anywhere near to us. So, I don't think we're going to be able to win this, but instead of just withdrawing straight away, we might as well inflict quite a few casualties and then withdraw when we feel like it. So yeah, I'll definitely fight this. This will be the last battle of the episode, but I reckon it'll be a pretty easy one. Okay, so here we are, out in the desert or something or other. Anyway, just set up like this. It's not going to be a hugely interesting battle, but basically just fire in. I'm going to have your fire at will just because don't waste your ammo on the peasants. But yeah, just fire in, and as soon as we run out of arrows, we'll withdraw unless their army is really, really weak. But I won't show you the majority of this battle, purely because it's going to be them walking very, very slowly over to us, and us hitting them from a distance without them being able to have any kind of response, which is how we like it. In fact, they are moving pretty fast, but still, they'll get into phalanx, yeah, and then they'll be very, very slow. So we should be okay. Okay, the Seleucids are going down at a slower pace than I would have thought, if I'm being honest. They're doing a pretty decent job, but that's okay. Any kills will be good, and then, yeah, but really, I mean, we're not going to take any losses here, unless we seriously screw up. But it's amazing to see how much chaos just 2 units of horse archers can cause an army. I mean, they're completely spread out. They have no way of getting to us at all, unless we're really stupid. I have to admit, they are getting a little bit close for comfort over here. Might just control them manually myself for a second. But in general, they haven't got much of a chance at all. Okay, we've killed a 5th of their army, at the very least. Wiping out a 5th of a 700-man army, you know, without actually taking a single loss is pretty decent. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to do a lot better than that. And the unfortunate thing is, I think that hits by arrows are much easier to recover from. Okay, so they've run out. That's fine. Now, the peasants are shaken. I reckon we can take the peasants out. Do you know what? It's not worth it. They're just peasants. You need to get off the battlefield. I think our escape route is that way, so I'm going to get you to start moving in that direction. You just fire in until the bitter end. But yeah, we could charge into the peasants, but there's no point. There's no point. It's just peasants. There's no point risking it just for peasants. We've done a good job. There's no point trying to ruin it now. So I'm going to get you to withdraw, and hopefully, what direction do you withdraw in? That direction. Okay, that's fine. You move away from the peasants, please. Thank you. And we're actually shaken and steady. Yeah, maybe we should just get out of there. I don't know. We've pretty much used all our arrows. I don't know why we're shaken. We haven't taken a single loss. I mean, this is very hard difficulty for you. They were shaken. They were eager, but they were shaken. Despite, you know, not a single person getting killed. But we killed nearly a 1/3 of their army. I'll take that. They have no chance of getting to us now. And that's alright. That's alright, to be honest. We'll be knocked back very slightly, but it's alright. It's not the end of the world at all. Sorry, so yeah, a close defeat, 195 kills to 0. I will take that indeed. That's not too bad at all. So what else is going to happen this turn? The Seleucids are moving around but don't do anything else, which is interesting. But probably good, to be honest. I'm starting to think that Protectorate move was a good one. Now the Scythians have attacked, have they now? Ah, my lord, I didn't expect the Scythians. But they must have all their force over here in the south of Scythia. And the Thracians and Dacians must be laughing at them. Captain Aripathes and Zailas. Can we back off? Because I don't think we're going to win that. They've outnumbered us.
Retreat!
Yeah, okay, so we get a bit more time. Maybe we can hire some mercenaries or something. But you know what? We'll worry about that next time, I think. The Scythians are probably our biggest trouble at the moment, and I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that at all. Agent found Parthia in Seleucia. Yeah, the Parthians are all but gone. They only have Demartha, I think. Yeah, they only have this area here, which is terrible. So I won't worry about them too much. But yeah, okay. Otherwise, I'm going to call it a day for this episode. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you around.